morning, Nigeria. Make you welcome. This is Enterprise Morning, reaching you from Enterprise Television from our head office, corporate headquarters in Lagos State, Nigeria. I am Henry Ikwibike, and today let's kickstart with our newspapers, and right after that is our main conversation also for today. Do well to be part of what we do, have a say in what we say. You can reach us when you visit us at enterprisetvnews.com. You may equally like, comment, and follow us on all our social media platforms at Enterprise TV7. Very so honored to have with me veteran journalist Emeka Amatnaku, journalist, public affairs analyst, development communicator, to see through all that we have from our newspapers and straight through in conversation for today. Good morning, Emeka.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
For the time.
Yeah.
So
Hello.
let's kickstart today with 4 newspapers. I just hope we have all the time. And unfortunately, for the newspaper houses, they are making money, smiling to the bank, because on the front pages we have congratulatory messages from the presidency to Tonhala, the vice chairman of Tantita. Of course, we know why the congratulatory message is coming from the presidency. They are partners, actually, in protecting the resources in the Niger Delta and for Nigeria. So it's good. But let's take a look at other matters on the top strip of the same newspaper. Jihadists to execute 162 in Kwara massacre. That's coming from the Red Cross. Emeka, what's your take on this, really? It's becoming a beehive of killings in Nigeria.
Well, it only tells you that the Tinubu administration is not ready to end terror for reasons best known to them. They have tried the kinetic, they've tried the non-kinetic. They brought all kinds of terminologies, and you see that these so-called jihadists, who are criminals, murderers, shedders of blood, they are getting even more present. Look how they did in Katsina. Even after a peace deal with the people, they kill the people. Let me tell you, these things are orchestrated. It only tells you that, no, you see, these people are terrorists. They are terrorists, and they have a network, stretching into the Sahel, stretching outside Nigeria. You saw what they did in Niger, in Niamey Airport the other day, how they went and, fired at aircraft and all of that. So what it means clearly is that, look, I think the joke has gone on for too long. Tinubu should at this point put his second-term ambition aside and go all out, wipe out these fellows. Whether he will use the Nigerian military, whether he will use mercenaries, whether he will just ask the United States to put boots on the ground and wipe out these fellows within 2 weeks, but it is getting worse. These people have gone as far as Oyo State. They've gone into Oyo National Park. And what's the difference what's the distance between Oyo and Lagos? I don't think it's up to 300 kilometers.
Yeah,
so
about 2 hours, 45 minutes.
So they are just within striking distance from Lagos. And the earlier, the better. And from Kwara to Abuja, how many hours is from Kwara to Abuja? These guys are definitely becoming bolder. And if the Tinubu administration doesn't act now, it will have itself to blame.
Now, where's the rumor actually coming from that the French government is in one way connected to some of these things? Remember, just yesterday or day before, the son of the Libyan late dictator, his name is Saif al-Islam Gaddafi, was executed yesterday, was killed yesterday by insurgents too. That were detailed to be ISIS members and so. So it's a network of these people, committing crimes in different.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, you have ISIS operating as ISWAP in Nigeria, in Niger and some other places. That's Islamic State West Africa Province. ISIS is also operating through some other affiliates. Then you have Al Qaeda working as JNIM, a very deadly group. So either way, the terror problem is getting worse. The Alliance for Sahel states, comprising Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, they've sent French troops away, they've sent American troops away, And then now, they don't have the military capacity, to actually stave off these insurgents. So it is up to Nigeria now. I think President Bola Tinubu should convene a meeting, an extraordinary meeting of ECOWAS to ask for help from Ghana, from Ivory Coast, from Senegal, possibly from Algeria, because Algeria is up, up the Sahel. So possibly from Algeria, maybe Egypt, maybe call for an extraordinary meeting of either ECOWAS or OAU, African Union, in conjunction with the Alliance for Sahel States, and declare a total destruction of terrorists from Africa. If we allow the United States to take the lead, it's going to, look, they are going to take it, in fact, let me tell you, they are going to take it off our hands, and we will not be able to dictate how far they can go. Yesterday, there was a conference in Washington, D.C., where the United States hosted 54 nations, to a critical rare earth summit, and they signed deals with them, memoranda of understanding. Excuse me, Nigeria was excluded.
Really?
Yes, Nigeria was excluded, which is surprising. So, and the U.S. said it had committed $30 billion to different projects, helping its partner nations, in rare earth minerals. Now, a rare earth mineral summit that, where Nigeria was excluded will tell you that something is seriously wrong. Yeah. Because it tells you that it actually confirms that Nigeria has ceded or has allowed China to take over its solid mineral sector. What have we got in return? Insurgency. So unless Nigeria is willing to withdraw the rules of engagement and say, no, we are doing a holistic review. Okay, everybody involved in soil minerals, please go away. Whether you are legal or illegal, cancel all permits. And then start a fresh process of certification, recertification, or fresh certification. Bring everybody on board. Democratic Republic of Congo actually signed an MOU with the United States. It signed an MOU with the United States at that conference. Yes. We had 5 African nations. Zambia was there, Kenya was there, DRC was there, Angola was there, and then one other African nation was there. So we are gradually losing the plot. If we don't act fast, too bad.
Very too bad, but let's take a look at Daily Trust newspaper for today. Straight to our talking point. NNPCL says reopening of Port Harcourt refinery, waste of resources. Finally, Emeka.
Yeah, you remember when some people went on air, going everywhere saying that they saw a flare, that the fluid catalytic cracker, was actually working, and that there was a flare. They saw a flare, and people asked them, did you see, what kind of flare did you see? They couldn't say. Mele Kyari, the then GMD of NNPC, was just taking journalists. Yes, we can see it. Yeah. But now look at Bayo Julari, the GMD, now saying that they wasted money. In fact, that there was political pressure for them to keep wasting money. That tells you how wicked our political class is. Many members of the political class in Nigeria are wicked human beings. They don't care about this nation. I'm sorry for Nigerians who believe that some of these fellows actually care about it, because they give you some cups of rice, they give you, vegetable oil, give you some cash, and then you throw your dignity away. These are people we should resist. These are people we should ensure that what they have stolen, they vomit it. But what do we have, unfortunately?
Very so bad that Mele Kyari is still working free.
Working freely, yes. Look at what Bayo Julari said. Is that not enough to get Mele Kyari in the dock to answer questions? Not necessarily for any criminal conduct, but just to come and answer questions. The biggest problem we have in Nigeria is we don't hold people accountable for actions or inactions at the time when they were in office. See the other fellow in NMDPR has worked free. Look at Gbega Komolafe of AUPRC, he has worked free. So what? So when there are no consequences, what do you expect? People will do what they like.
Very so bad. Well, we would leave it at this point, and just to let you know that Emeka will still be here on our main conversation. That's when we return. Senate passes electoral bill, retains a manual results transmission for 2027 polls. And the Beat Enterprise Morning, it is, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.